Hello and welcome to On Location Podcast. Today we are coming to you from Marriott Kigali Hotel, and we are at the Rwanda National Seed Congress, and I'm joined right now by Dina Borus, Country Director of International Potato Center. Just tell us a bit about International Potato Center.
Thank you very much. So International Potato Center, or in short we call ourselves CIP, is one of the members of CGIAR. That's a consultative group in international agricultural research centers. So CGIAR is a global platform that focuses on food secure future. So we're looking at transforming or working on agri-food system, focusing on food, focusing on land and water.
Okay, you're part of this Congress. I've seen you very attentive and asking questions. What do you think as a farmer? Can I classify you as one? How is this Congress instrumental in the achievement of your goals as an organization?
So as an organization, we do research. So basically we focus on potato and sweet potato. Those are our two mandate crops. And so we focus on this crop right from the lab, when we have what you call in vitro plantlets, all the way to the farm and to the fork or to the plate, if you like. And so what is so important for us is as we partner with the partners, the national partners like RAP or the Minagri or RICA, we look at the seed. We feel that seed is everything for the farmer. Even if the farmer has so much good fertilizer and they do good agronomic practices, if they don't plant good seed, then there is really nothing. So you look at the seed as giving you about 70% of the potential or yield that you would get compared to when you don't use quality seed. And quality seed for us at International Potato Center, we deal with vegetatively propagated crops, and it's actually more difficult to get the seed, but it's more crucial to use quality seed.
So you've said it's more difficult to get the seeds. So how then the issue of counterfeit seeds comes in. How do you ensure that what leaves your place is what gets to the final farmer or consumer?
So first, let me just say that International Potato Center, we don't produce seed. We are a global public research institution. So what we do is we do the research, we develop the varieties. The varieties are released by the national program, national research program, what we call the NAS, or in this case RAP. They release the varieties, they produce what we call the starter material, and then they have the seed multipliers, so seed producers, they actually produce the seed. So we don't directly look at the seed, but we emphasize, we support policy, we provide the technical backstopping just to make sure that the seed that is out there is actually quality seed. When I say it's difficult, because when you plant a maize and you just get a grain, and it is and it is seed, it doesn't carry as much. It may not carry as much disease like potato. The potato, we plant the tuber. What you eat is also the seed, but then the way the seed, potato seed is produced is different from what is produced for the table. And it follows a number of requirements, including certification, including testing, just to make sure that it's not carrying any disease or it's disease-free. But also to make sure it's true to the type. And more so to make sure that it's what the farmers are demanding. So I think in one of the issues that came from the conference is seed potato, access to seed potato is still quite low. And so we partner together with the partners just to, or with the national and the private sector, where the farmers to come up with technologies that are accelerating, or they do what we call rapid multiplication technologies. So some of the technologies that we have developed that are used here in Rwanda, including what we call sunponics, aeroponics, rooted apical catching. This is what we call rapid multiplication technologies, because when you plant 1 grain of maize, it's going to give you even up to 200.
Yeah.
But when you plant 1 potato, it's giving you 10, 20, 15. So we are looking at trying to fast track the multiplication of the starter material. So we come with these technologies, and that's basically how we contribute, but also partner with the national program like RAP and RICA to come up with ways and means of accelerating production of seed.
And I've as we're talking about variety, I've seen your booth. I've been there, and yesterday we were talking about the orange sweet potato. So can you just tell us about what it means for a farmer to really just having that variety, and what does it do? How do you get it out to the consumers, like for them to be able to actually want to consume the variety that is there?
So one, as I said, we have the mandate for 2 crops, that is potato, and we know potato is a food crop.
Yeah.
We know potato plays a key role in the household, but also in an income generating crop. And for sweet potato, I think most people know about the traditional white flesh potato. But we very much know that a sweet potato is a crop that is drought tolerant.
Yeah.
It can be planted by any household. You can harvest few and it gives you a very high yield. And so we are saying this is a crop that is very good for household nutrition. And so as researchers, we've come up with, we looked at what's the vitamin A deficiency in Africa, including here in Rwanda. And so there was need to introduce orange flesh sweet potato. This is to supplement vitamin A.
Yeah.
And so these varieties have been released here in Rwanda and many other countries in Africa. And we're basically promoting, because we said if that mother can feed that child with orange flesh sweet potato, then we are sure that child is getting all the other nutrients and also getting vitamin A. So we have the varieties that have been released. Some of them are shown here in our exhibition, which is in partnership with TAD. And TAD is a project or a program that is funded by African Development Bank. So we are promoting this just to reach out to the children and get vitamin A.
Okay.
We can be able to get these varieties through RAP. So if you reach out to RAP Rubona, they do have all those varieties. And also there's a number of what we call decentralized fine multipliers. Remember, for sweet potato, we grow the fines. And so you can be able to get access to the starter materials of this orange flesh sweet potato. And we're really encouraging even the hotels and other industry to really focus on this, because it is more nutritious.
Thank you. And when it comes to the issue of food security in Africa, we know that's a very hot topic of conversation. So what do you think is an essential role that a Congress such as this one plays in ensuring that we have food security in Africa?
Yeah, so the topic was modernization, seed value chain modernization. Is reaching to the farmer with quality seed. But it's just not about quality seed, it's also about availability, it's about accessibility, it's about affordability. Can the farmers afford? Can it be accessed? Can I get it close to me? What's the last mile? Do I have to walk, or take a vehicle to go very far and get the seed? So we are saying let the farmers get access, let the farmers get affordable seed, but make sure that that seed is quality by all standards, whether it is the international standards or the standards here in Rwanda. And seed, once you meet the standards of international, or because the seed regulation in Rwanda is also harmonized, with the other regulation, that seed can also be exported because it's quality. You are so sure of the quality. So the most important is let the farmers adopt quality seed. We do have a problem in Africa where most of our smallholder farmers are not accessing a quality seed, and that's why coming together, putting our heads together, putting our minds together and trying to modernize seed so that farmer can get a quality seed. So that when they have the seed, we, of course, it combines together with what we call good agricultural practices. But also this Congress talked also about, affordable financing, empowering the women. So it's really quite all inclusive, and not just focusing on the seed. We're just looking at the seed as the start. And I think one of the things that came from the Congress today is about technology, that agriculture is technology, that science is agriculture, and agriculture is science. So let us embrace the technology.
Yeah, so when we're talking about embracing technology, we as Africans can say we were trying, but what do you think are the steps that are still yet to be taken when it comes to embracing technology, especially where farmers and seeds are involved?
So someone said, learning by seeing, but also learning by doing. I think there's someone who say, teach me and I may remember, involve me and teach me and I may forget. Involve me and I may remember. But show me and involve me, I will practice it. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and we in science talk about learning farms or learning sites. We talk about demonstration, but more so we talk about extension service providers, because they are the one who reach to the farmers. So they reach to them, but they need to show that actually there is the benefits of quality seed. There is the communication, stakeholders engagement and awareness creation, and that also takes care of communication, whether it's the social media, whether it's the TV, but let farmers see, hear, let them just see the importance, including the agri-show, where farmers come and actually realize, this technology is there. But then it's not enough just to see, but they should be able to get access. So those are some of the steps. It's just making sure they can afford, they have access, and they are able to use it because they have either the information or the extension services, the sector agronomists that are supporting them. But then beyond that is the market. Because if I produce so much today and I can't, it's not going anywhere, it's going to discourage me. Fine, my household will be food secure, but then I also need the money to meet other needs, and therefore the issue on the market, the issue on loans, because seed can be expensive, and therefore credit access is also equally important. But more important is also development, science, research and science, just to make sure that whatever it has been developed goes through up to the farmer, so the farmer can make use of those technologies, not forgetting the digital solutions that are coming up. Let's make sure our farmers are also digitized and they can be able to embrace. We're in a global village. Let them also, enjoy some of those technologies that are out there. So I would say access to the inputs, and the inputs is about the seed, is about fertilizers, it's about the funding of the loan, but also they need to access the market.
Thank you. And when it comes to the issue of gender inclusivity, especially on women empowerment, we know for most, especially for those small scale farmers, funding can be a serious issue. So what do you think has been done or is yet to be done when it comes to actually empowering women to be able to stand out for themselves and actually do something for themselves when it comes to agriculture and the seed sector in general?
So maybe I'll just mention what SIPA has done, because we don't, of course, focus on loans and the other services. We focus on what we call gender-friendly or gender inclusivity technologies. So we look at the technologies that are going to benefit the women. And we definitely know that about 50% of the population, wherever you go, are actually women. And most of them are the ones who are producing the food. So you're looking at technologies that are going to take less time for the women, but you're also looking at technologies that are going to take less energy for the women. And a good example is orange fresh sweet potatoes. So then you are sure that if they take a few roots and probably sell the others, and they feed their family, taking care of their nutrition. We look at the yield, of course, so that then they have higher yield, and therefore, or even within a very small unit, they have good yield. So we look again, currently we're also looking at varieties that are resistant to diseases. So, and therefore you have less spraying, so you also enabling the women to have more time for other things. So the technology that we are looking. So, but I think what we do so much is in our training, in our capacity building, we really insist on having women at a certain percentage. Most of the time we talk about 48%, 40% being women.
Okay.
So apart from developing technologies that reduces so much work for the women, we are also looking at empowering them.
Okay, and lastly, what are some of the things that we can look forward to when it comes to your company, and what you're planning like to put out? You know, research never ends. So can you share if you can?
All right, so first, we are an organization,
Yeah.
research organization,
Yeah.
public.
Yeah.
Actually, whatever we produce is public access. Because whatever we produce, farmers can access without, because it's meant for them. Whatever we produce is for the public. So some of the, let me first of all say the impact that you can feel it here. All right, in Rwanda is the varieties. I think like so many varieties of orange flesh sweet potato basically were developed by RAP in partnership with us. So just to go back and say, SIP has the largest gene bank that is under biodiversity. So we can be able to share the germplasm all over, including here. And our head office is based in in Lima, Peru. But we do have, if any country requests for germplasm or whatever they require, it's available. The other thing that SIP has done is for a long time, we used to have advanced clones that we've been developed, and we just come and test. But right now we have breeding for Africa. So we also have a breeding program right here in Rwanda, where we look at really breeding, having varieties that have been, home bred, whether it's potato or sweet potato. So we're looking at the varieties, but we are also proud about technologies that we have been able to release or been able to avail to the public sector and then to the farmers, and that's including what I just mentioned earlier, technologies for accelerating production of quality seed. We do have also some diagnostic equipments that we support or that we partner together just to make sure that the seed is quality, is disease free. What is coming in the pipeline, we continue to breed varieties, and we on potato we are focusing on late blight resistant varieties. Just to tell you that late blight, farmers spray up to 13 times. So you're looking at that farmer carrying a knapsack and spraying 13 times. That's quite a lot. That's not healthy for the farmer.
Yeah.
That's not healthy for our soil. That's not healthy for our water ecosystem. So we're looking at varieties that are resistant, and so we are looking at actually biotechnology, coming out with varieties, and it's exciting to know that Rwanda has the GMO regulation that allows it, that's open to technology.
Yeah.
So we are looking forward to late blight, but also we are looking forward to iron biofortified potatoes. So we're looking at the nutrition, checking on really, instead of just taking just potato, and yes, it's nutritious, but if we have more iron, the better.
Yeah.
In terms of the sweet potato, we're definitely looking at more choices of orange flesh sweet potato, but also we're coming out with purple flesh sweet potato. So this one has more iron and more antioxidants.
Okay, brilliant. Looking forward to actually consuming the purple potatoes. And thank you for coming on to our podcast today. My name has been Anne Bugwa, and this has been Dina Burrows from International Potato Center. So stay tuned for more as events continue to unfold. Thank you.